Ha ha! You better choose yourself and let's get it. Welcome to another episode on the Choose Yourself channel. Most people want the glow up, but without the groundwork, what are you doing? They pray for the growth, but panic when pressure shows up because you didn't do the work before the adversity. They want the blessings, just not the break in. But understand, when you break down, you're about to break through. Come on now, this conversation is not about motivation, it's about preparation. And Nate doesn't just talk theory. He talks what happens when the storm actually hits. Losing money, losing employees, losing relationships, losing yourself. I know we all been there, and if we haven't, we on the way, because it happens to all of us. That's the point of the Choose Yourself channel, to show us we are not that different. Except for women and men, they might be a little different due to their body fat composition and metabolic rate. That's why women can be thick fit. Men cannot be thick fit. You're just a lazy man. Take your ass to the gym. Come on now. This is how the foundation, not talent, not vibes, decides how you survive. You know we tapped into the TEFIC, TEFIC, triggers environment, foundation, investment, contribution. Fill up your cup and then pull from an overflow. Nate admits he tried numbing, masking, drinking, avoidance. You know we all did a little bit of that. It may not have been with substances. We might have masked it with screens. We might have masked it with people-pleasing. We might have masked it with work. We might have masked it with trying to fit into something that we know ain't us, okay? And you can see it on his face. Now, the triggers don't disappear. They just get louder until you deal with them. That's why you got to go into your story to find your power, because the power of embracing your triggers come from your story, because the triggers are triggering you from something that happened in your life. So if you keep running from it, the same shit gonna trigger your ass and you're gonna attract it again because you're running from it. Come on now. How you gonna mute the smoke alarm instead of checking for the fire? That's what you're doing when you're running from the triggers. Talking about protect my peace. That's fine. You can remove yourself from that situation, but then figure out why that did what it did to your insides. All right? Because chronic stress and avoidance keeps cortisol levels elevated, which results in impaired decision-making, increase of emotional reactivity. Now you're all sensitive and shit. And it weakens your impulse control, where you can't choose intention over emotion. That's why we talk about the dorsal cortex and the CYC. Strongest dolphins in the sea. Drop the dolphin emoji if you be choosing yourself. The dolphin emoji represents the dorsal cortex. That's the part of the brain that allows us to choose intention over emotion. But we have to put ourselves through a controlled struggle so we increase the emotions. And then we could choose our intention, what we said we would do before the emotion. But if you never practice that, guess what? You're going to be living in your emotions. An untamed mind is a minefield. And you may not be able to tell yet, but time will. Bang, blew up in your face. I think I said that on the last episode, but it's real. I've been through it. Except my minefield, I used to blow up in your face. I used to punch you in the face. Read my book, Choose Yourself to Be Chosen, available now on Amazon. Pillar 2, evaluate your environment, okay? Not just what you watch, what you drink, what you smoke. It's what you're listening to, who you follow when you scroll, the music, the podcast, the people. Come on now. Nate talks about he didn't drastically have to cut people off. He just noticed that after certain conversations, his energy was gone. He's like, I don't even want to call them no more. I don't feel like that. I know what they're going to want to talk about. And you probably been there. That's why I say it can get lonely choosing yourself. Because then you go around old people, places, and things, and you're like, this shit don't align no more. I got to go. And you can tell people talking about, oh, you've changed. What the hell is the point of life? Personal evolution. We're supposed to change. True love is when we embrace each other changing and still love each other for the changes we're making. All right? So your people going to be with you the whole time through every version. And you will become a product of your environment. That's why I be chilling in the crib nowadays. I used to be in these streets, man. I used to conform to all that shit. Indulging in substances way past sunrise. Yep, I said sunrise. Outside. Now I beat the sun up, but I never beat myself up, and I never beat my dick. Wait, what? Come on now. Now, Nate is a family man who developed a business, and he actually had an encounter with weed back in the day, and now he's launching a cannabis industry, and this is one of the coolest stories that I've heard. The fact that he got bumped with some weed, got in trouble, and now that they legalized marijuana, they're reaching out to the people who already were able to create a business, whether it was illegal or not, with weed. They went back to the criminals and said, here's your license. Now you can do it legally. That's how you know the shit is messed up. Weed wasn't even illegal until the prohibition, when they couldn't tax liquor, and now they had to tax something else. They had to tax weed. White and black people were smoking weed the same amount, but they arrested 4 black people to 1 white person back in the day. It's an incriminating tactic. I'm an advocate for weed and mushrooms and plant medicine. Everything natural, man. We are from God, and so is Mother Nature. Nate quote, if every hangout ends with complaining and drinking and bro, we should really do something today. Congratulations, your support group is staying stuck. Your nervous system mirrors conversations, the media, and people. It's going to literally create a baseline of awareness that you now seek in order to feel comfortable, that you now turn your environment into in order to feel comfortable. How do you regulate your nervous system? You got to do research and depart from that. You got to go through the withdrawals first. That's the cocoon phase. I talk about it all the time. 1 caterpillar per cocoon. Can't nobody come with you. And you'll know when you go back if you did the work in that cocoon, if you got your wings or not. Go back around the people. See what they say. See if they don't piss your ass off. That's how you know you made it. Or you might inspire them to change. I got homies from back home, about 7 close homies, man. When I left back home, few of them started changing and choosing themselves because they saw what I was doing online. They tapped in with me, or I tapped in with them. They don't be calling me. But people don't love the same. I call my homies. They don't even really be calling me. I'm like, if I don't call y'all, we ain't talking in a long time. I already know it, but shit, every time we talk, it's about growth. It's about creation. It's about accountability. Maybe we talk about a little pain, but then we get over it and get after it. Come on now, like the hat say. The Choose Yourself shop is open now. 20% off for people in the CYC. Everything goes back into the movement, all right? Pillar 3, Nate was big on the foundation, man. He said, not a day goes by where I want to get in that damn cold shower, but I do it every day. I said, you know what, Nate? Me too. I was actually in there this morning, and I was close to skipping it. I ain't gonna lie. I was close. I woke up at 1:30, went to sleep at 9, couldn't sleep, creativity flowing, and I almost skipped that motherfucker. But I said, I was in there. I said, crank that shit cold. Whoop. Don't be a bitch. 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 That's me. And I get under my pits, under my taint, balls, ass crack, get my legs on my face, on my chest, on my face, on my chest, 360, pits, pits. On my face, on my chest, on my face, on my chest, 360, pits, pits. Taint, pits, pits. Taint. You got to get the warm spots, or ladies, get your labias, okay? Don't try to put your hands under your armpits. Don't try to keep your arms down. You got to get all that shit for true impact, okay? Your foundation is not what you do when life is easy, not when it's 75 and sunny, because you can't repair your roof in the rain. It shows up when life punches your ass in the mouth. Foundation is preparation for adversity and the uncontrollables, grief, loss, politics, pop culture, society, viruses, sickness. It's preparation for that. And it's coming. How many times you been through it? How many times you seen it? History been repeating itself, hadn't it? Come on now. That cold exposure, Nate talks about exercise. He talks about getting up early and being able to set the foundation before his business, before his employees, and before his family. All right? And that's the important part. Invest in yourself. Nate talks about not being financially aware and flushing hundreds of thousands of dollars due to poor systems. And then working with mentors allowed him to strengthen the systems. I'm actually going to tap in with him myself. I haven't flushed hundreds of thousands of dollars, but still, to learn from somebody who went through that is the importance. What he said was, you want to ask somebody about their experience with the situation. And if they say, I think, be mindful. If they don't talk from experience and they talk about their beliefs, be mindful. Talk to people who have done what you want to be doing or who have failed at what you want to be doing. And then take it from there, okay? You see, the ego is expensive, but coaching is a little cheaper than that. I'm still working on getting coaching. I'm working with business partners, but the coaching part, I'm still working on that. One thing everybody has done on the personal discovery journey is read a damn book. Read a book. At least get an audio book and do cardio every day. Walk and listen to growth mindset. Come on now. One thing I admire about Nate is he said even when he was younger, he would ask questions no matter how stupid people may have thought they were, he had to get the answer. Me, I was egocentric. I'm like, I ain't asking that stupid ass question. What if I'm wrong? What if he already said it? I wasn't even listening. I was in my head creating shit, and he probably already talked about it, and I skipped it, and now I'm going to ask, and they're going to be like, hey, dumbass, I said something already. That was me growing up. So I would just crack a joke, pull a prank, not pay attention. Then I get the test. I'm like, I'll take a B+. Natural. All natural. Come on now. Avoiding help is not confidence. It's fear with better branding. And the good thing about the CYC is we help each other. No matter where you are on your journey, the journey is subjective. The destiny is objective. Just be most selective with your perspective and stop saying please when you pray, because it's on the way. So put some gratitude in your attitude. Pillar 5, create and contribute. One moment of humility with an employee turned into $1 million producer who stayed loyal. He snapped on one dude, then he apologized. That dude became a monster in the business. Just from him swallowing his pride and saying sorry. Some of y'all got to do that still to your family. If you mad at somebody, but you will be sad if they die, you better let it go. On the flip side, if you mad at somebody, but you wouldn't give a damn if they died, then what are you mad for? I had about 4 or 5 people I had grudges against. My exes for fucking my friends after me, my homeboy who snitched. I called them all once I got into this choose yourself process, and to release my suffering, I told them, thank you for showing me who you are. Thank you for everything we had together. And thank you for allowing me to generate a new trait, accountability and acceptance. So if you got a grudge, oh, I can't stand them. I hate her. Can't go around that bitch. Hate that. When I see him, I'm see him, it's on sight. You got that? You better squash it. Go do something or get over it, because the more you hold on to it, the more you suffer. For real. So we got one question for you. If the opportunity showed up tomorrow, are you prepared? Would your mind, body, and character be ready? Did you set the foundation? If the opportunity or the adversity showed up, are you ready enough? Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. If you're looking for a community to get ready with, the CYC, I do meet and grows all around the country, all around the world. Speaking on stages coming up, multiple places. St. Louis, we got LA, we got Florida, we got Scottsdale, we got Costa Rica. Whole bunch of opportunities to come meet with me and the CYC and other self-choosers in person, because like I said, it gets lonely choosing yourself, but when you get around people who embrace their authenticity, it becomes easy to do on your own. So tap into the podcast, leave a review, check out the book. We got the programs, check out the webinars we got for health and wealth so you can build a business, fill up your cup and pull from an overflow. We got all the resources for you, man. So if you're tapping into this, tap into that and keep going. Ride the momentum, okay? This is the first step, all right? But in the meantime, in between time, big dream time, gut clean time, routine time, dopamine time, keep the gratitude in your attitude, and always choose yourself.